Let's bring you the news update now. The economic community of West African states has said it has no challenge raising financial resources to combat terrorism and other forms of insecurity within its territories. Chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government in Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu gave the assurance on Tuesday after a Troika meeting that comprises of Guinea-Bissau, Republic of Benin, and Nigeria that held at the presidential villa in Abuja. The Troika meeting had President Patrice Talon of Benin Republic, President Umaru Sissoko Embalo of Guinea-Bissau, President Mohamed Bazoum of Niger Republic, as well as Dr. Omar Touré, the president of the ECOWAS Commission, in attendance. President Tinubu also insists that countries of ECOWAS have the means and wherewithal to fight terrorism and already have the financial structure that will provide the funds needed to execute the campaign against security challenges confronting the region.
With regard to security, the leaders have resolved to provide a robust regional response to any threat to security in the region. The regional response shall include the operationalization of the ECOWAS plan of action with the region's own troops and region's own financing. Financing from other partners will be welcomed. The security response shall also include support to individual member states of the region.
We have no problem raising funds, and we have all the instrumentalities to do that. So concerning our design and engineering of our own finances, we believe we are capable of raising necessary funds to combat terrorism and insecurity in the region. Thank you very much.
On the latest increase in the price of petrol, as stations now sell as high as 617 naira per litre in Abuja and about 565 naira in other states, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, says market forces are responsible for the rising pump price of petrol. Mr. Kyari spoke on Tuesday after a meeting with Vice President Kashim Shettima at the presidential villa. He said with the deregulation of the oil sector, market realities will force the price of petrol up, sometimes, and at other times, force it down. The NNPCL Group CEO, Mele Kyari, said Nigerians has over 32 days of supply and not short of petrol.
What I know is that the market forces will regulate the market. Prices will go down sometimes it will go up, but there will be stability of supply, and I'm also assuring Nigerians that this is the best way to go forward so that we can adjust prices when market goes. I don't have the details this moment, but I know that our marketing wing acts just like every other company in this business.
So when you say market forces are working, basically what it is that you can see the price of crude going up. A couple of weeks or so ago, the price of crude was hovering around $70 per barrel. Now it's hovering about $80 per barrel. So of course, the crude price also drives the product price. You know, because the importers are importing, they are basing it on the cost of importation plus the freight, plus other cost elements in terms of local distribution.
Now, queues have started resurfacing in most parts of Kwara and Ekiti states as petrol stations in Ilorin have adjusted their pump price to 595 naira per litre. Motorists are complaining as some stations are not dispensing the product.
I'm hearing that people are saying now there is no fuel now, and most of them have the fuel, and they are not selling it because they heard that they want to increase the price. And this is what we are facing in this country. This was, we let the government bring actual price that you are going to buy this fuel and make it available at all time. Not, we begin to, people will now stressing, we blind beating ourselves or fighting ourselves, sleeping in the filling station before to get fuel.
See, we are even tired of all this. Every time, we will just be working out, then the other, we just see that fuel have already cost again, without informing anybody, without knowing anything. So we are tired. The time I can always say that maybe the federal government can help us to make a solution to this thing, because we are tired. And we vote for Tinubu because of this fuel, so that he can help us of this. And now the fuel have already been causing now, because we can't be blaming ourselves that why do you vote for Mr. President?
Is to look into this matter urgently. It needs urgent attention. It should try as much as possible to look into it, so that Nigeria will be, be able to run Nigeria smoothly. Every citizen will be comfortable and happy. The Bible says when the righteous rule, people will rejoice. So it's a concrete God's righteousness in all his doings, so that we Nigerians can be happy.
Are grumbling. They are not taking it easy with anybody right now, everywhere in Nigeria. I will advise him to take it easy, to calm down a little, to think about the masses.
The fuel pump price has again been officially increased from 540 naira per litre in Abuja to 617 naira per litre. Already, some filling stations in the Federal Capital Territory, Kano and Benue states, have reflected the price change, which was announced by the NNPCL. Our correspondent Helen Osamide-Akins, Ibrahim Isa, and Mayowa Okwato, who visited some of the petrol stations, now report.
The removal of subsidy on 1st of June has resulted in a drop in living standard, with things becoming really hard for citizens due to a sharp rise in inflation. And just while they were beginning to adjust to the new reality, the further increase in the price of fuel on Tuesday, the 18th of July, stares Nigerians in the face. During a drive around, we confirmed that some fuel stations have adjusted their price, while others are yet to do so.
546
Before. And now?
620. They just gave us an order that we should change our prices, so they have to change. And they started selling without any information. All they only said was that they had. So I don't know of any other thing.
Fuel queues are building as motorists rush to fill their vehicles at filling stations yet to adjust their meters to the new price. Sadly, this rush is but a stopgap measure, as within the next 5 days, these vehicles will be forced to come refuel their vehicles, this time at the adjusted fuel pump price. The reality is before Nigerians who are not pleased with the increase. Motorists who spoke with TVC News described the increase as a shock.
I don't know why these things keep happening without them really telling us what. Maybe you tell us, okay, this price is going to go up, let us be aware, but we just wake up in the morning and then we find ourselves in this. It's sad.
You have car, you cannot even maintain car. To walk myself, to see food to eat is problem myself, so and another fuel price again.
This morning I bought from another filling station 617 naira. It's painful. It's a real turn on Nigerians' flesh. You understand? We're just trying to absorb the first increment, and another one is coming up.
Already the effect of the fuel pump price increase is being felt, as there is a marked reduction in vehicular movement on major roads in Abuja.
As at the time of filing this report, the Nigerian Mainstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority is yet to release any official statement as regards the hike in price. Helen Osamide-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.
Vehicle owners plying major roads in Kano State. While they do, others are in the queue at various fueling stations. Queues started forming shortly after the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, announced an increase in the price of premium motor spirit PMS to 617 naira per litre. At this station, the prices are yet to be changed, and motorists are making last-minute purchases.
When I wake up this morning, I heard that some people saying there is an increment of pump price, petroleum price. That is why I came here. I heard they are saying that the NNPC are selling at 620 naira. That is why I came here, I don't know, to buy my own.
A few moments later, many stations began to switch to the new price of 620 naira per litre.
So far, many filling stations in Kano State have continued to switch to the new pump price, but vehicle owners express worry and call on the government to provide a lasting solution to the problem.
On a visit to this NNPC filling station, vehicle owners are already buying the product at the new pump price.
Actually, it's so disheartening, so embarrassed. We are not expecting this at this trying moment. And what baffles people much is that this new price has been announced just yesterday, or this morning. But before you know it, filling stations started to turn their meters into new price.
We have just been informed that the fuel has increased to 620 naira per litre. I just bought it here at the NNPC. We are calling on the government to intervene. The hike immediately triggered an increase in transportation fares and the prices of goods and services by various percentages. Residents of Kano believe that sooner or later, the government will provide succor. Ibrahim Isa, TVC News, Kano.
Many filling stations in Makadi now sells between 540 to 640 naira per litre. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation sells for 617 naira per litre. Here is one of the cheapest selling stations, which sells for 540. The rush and long queues is as a result of fear for further increments. A commercial motorcycle operator could not hide his frustration over the matter, pointing out that the new price increment of the product is only worsening the living conditions of many.
I always spend, almost always every day, I spend 3,000 naira for my fuel. And sometimes I get 7,000 naira, I use 3,000 naira for fuel every day, every day. I've been even crying very bitterly now as they increase it to 617. Some I saw in internal there, they are selling is 650. So I even imagine how I can survive.
Public transport drivers are particularly hit and complain that their gain per trip is now less than half of what they used to take home to their families.
Even another increment, for crying out loud. I'm a graduate of University of Ilorin, Zoology, 2013. When there is no job, I choose to do this to put food on my table. But where is the government leading us? For crying out loud. Seriously, I'm not happy. Look at the innocent passenger. Instead of me hitting the road, and I have to queue.
Others fear that they might end up having a car that they can't drive.
I know some of my colleagues now, they can't even use vehicles again. Is that bad? I don't know. Maybe we don't know how long some of us will even use our vehicles, given this price. And I think this rush today is for the fear that we had that there's going to be another increment.
You know, so going to work every day, and then it's more like you're buying for, let's say I was buying for 20,000 naira to run for a week, 40,000 naira just for a week, which is too much. And the salary is nothing to write home about.
Most of the filling stations owned by the independent marketers now enjoy a steady supply of the products, which they sell far above the government's approved price. As a result, they get a very low turnout of customers. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Makodi.